Bam! The name's Brown, Johnny Brown. Licensed to throw. Hello, welcome to the Geek show. So today we're talking about Bond 25. Now, there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening recently and I'm kind of just tired of it a little bit. I didn't really I was thinking about talking about it. I kind of talked about it on my Twitter. You can have a look, it's on the bio for that kind of stuff. But it's starting to bore me a little bit, kind of, to be honest. Some of the, this hate about Bond 25 and it's getting a bit pathetic now. So I didn't really want to talk about Lashana Lynch clearly playing 007, not James Bond as some was clearly arguing about. Christoph Waltz coming back as Blofeld, which I'm fine with, of the idea. I'm fine with all that kind of stuff. Some folk are just, it's getting ridiculous, I think, some of the stuff. So today I wanted to try and be a little bit positive, I guess, by talking about things I just want to see. Precisely 7 things I'd like to see in Bond 25. So let's begin on my list, shall we? At number 7, a classic gun barrel. Yes, I think for a lot of people and myself, if this movie generally started with a cracking great Bond theme with the gun barrel and opened up nicely, I think, including myself, it would win a lot of people. And through the Craig era there's been different kind of versions. Obviously Casino Royale, it started with the actual titles, and both Quantum and Skyfall had it at the end. Quantum I understand, Skyfall I'm still a bit, I get what Sam Mendes was saying that I didn't really fit in with the opening, but that movie really would have been perfect with that, just that opening. And then Spectre, I actually quite liked the Gun Barrel in Spectre. A lot of folk didn't. A lot of folk were like, oh god, it faded away or whatever and all that. But right, that was kind of close to From Russia with Love and Goldfinger if you look at their gun barrel, so it's not far from. But I think a lot of folk, including myself, would be right into this movie if it just generally started with a great cracking, great classic gun barrel. At number 6, do something with Blofeld. So yes, we've talking about earlier about the idea of Christoph Waltz possibly coming back. This is obviously something, he's kind of got the brain a little bit going of what could be happening. And for me, I want something at least to happen with him. Christoph Waltz said himself he was not happy with his performance in Spectre, with many others, and I guess with a new director, with new writers, fresh stuff, it could still work and something good, quite amazing could happen. There's been rumours of a Silence of a Lamb style kind of appearance from him, which I'm actually quite into, to be honest. So it'd be interesting if they go that way. I'm fine with seeing Blofeld. Just do something with. At number 5, make RAMI Malek a new villain. Yes, this is something I'm want to make a stamp on. I kind of said it to myself somewhere else and I thought to myself, oh god, I wish that actually doesn't happen. I've got a weird feeling that RAMI Malek is going to end up being actually Blofeld with really weird plastic surgery, because there was in the synopsis it said about new technology and all that kind of stuff, and I thought, oh god, I actually hope that doesn't become true. I just hope it's a new film. Like, when you think of like the whole, like Casino Royale, we had Le Chiffre, don't get me wrong, I like Le Chiffre, but you know, it was from the books and all that kind of stuff, and obviously Spectre had Blofeld, and that's kind of, I've got to give at least to Quantum of Solace and Skyfall. I like the kind of original, I just don't get me wrong, I love Le Chiffre and I do like Blofeld, but I think I don't want to see an eye patch. I don't want to see Largo. I don't want to see old ones. Just give me something new, fresh. That's what's great about this franchise, and that's what I'd like to see, and hopefully we get that with his villain. At number 4, push the spectacle. I feel like Daniel Craig's era has been kind of going back and forward on let's be you know, gritty and real. Oh no, let's be fun and have huge spectacle. Now, this is his last movie, and my idea is I think you should go more for the spectacle, if I'm honest. I think you should go quite... But then it's a hard one, because they tried to do it in Spectre and no one seemed to really kind of overly like that kind of... They went quite much bigger in that movie, so it's a hard one. But then I think Skyfall does quite a good mix of... Skyfall feels quite a bit of a spectacle, while still being quite relatively low-key, but like just relatively kind of not in your face, a little bit like Die Another Day, for instance, I guess is a good example. It's trying to find a good mix, but I do think for the last one, okay, if this movie ended with Bond v a giant villain hideout, I am sold. At number 3, wrestle with the books. Now, a lot of folk, and especially with the whole Lashana Lynch stuff, has been saying that, oh no, that's disrespectful to Ian Fleming, and the sad truth is he's not here anymore, and you know, I'd like to think he would want you know, his books to be, you know, expanded on, and it's been happening. There's been many different writers, there's been many different, I've got some of the comic books as well, there's many different versions, video games I guess as well, you could almost argue. There's different kind of versions that's happening now, that's expanded, and I would like to think that's what Ian Fleming would like to see, you know, his creation, you know, really expanding over, and I hope that, you know, we get stuff from the books, but as I think hopefully the producers, and I feel like they're going to wrestle with ideas and kind of mix it about and, you know, play with it and have fun with it, and I think that's a really important thing to do with Bond 25. I think it's something that needs to happen as well. I don't think it should just be strict, you know, oh, this happened in the Goldfinger book, so, you know, we have to have it here. So I think they should try and mix up and really kind of wrestle with some of the ideas. I think that could be an interesting and fresh and keep it fun kind of ideas of keeping with the book but doing something new with it. At number 2, humour, action and adventure. Okay, I guess this is a bit of a cheat, I guess this is 3, but to me that's the 3 ingredients to a Bond movie, is the humour, the action and adventure. And it's entirely kind of up to yourself of what you maybe can prefer more, but that's just how I think. Like, I think Spectre did actually the humour quite well. I think Daniel Craig showed that he can do humour quite well, and I kind of hope there's more of that. The action's always been pretty stellar in the Daniel Craig movies, so I don't think that's a big problem. Adventure is something that can maybe be worked on possibly, as I said, that kind of connects more with the spectacle. So it's interesting if what they might kind of do with that. You know, I would like to just see a great big grand big adventure, you know, Bond needs to stop the villain, but, you know, with a little bit more detail. I don't need to see, you know, people moan that Daniel Craig movies get a bit too personal and all that. It's like, yeah, but, you know, I've had about 20 odd movies of the mission Bond and all that. It's like, there's nothing wrong with shaking things up and trying to do new things, and I will never fault anyone to try and do new things than just to keep doing the same old things. And that's what the Bond franchise is all about, is doing that. So, yes, go with the humour, you know, just have solid action. It actually doesn't need to be like, oh my god, that's the amazing thing ever, but just clearly seeing it. Daniel Craig normally is like throwing himself into, and simply just a great adventure. To me, that's the 3 things that really need to happen. 3 in 1, that was 3 in 1. At number 1, a fitting end to Craig's era. Yes, I think this is obvious for many people. He's said it that he is leaving. I mean, he might not. He might end up coming back, but I don't know. I think this is it. He feels like this is the end of his era. So what should happen then? Well, I don't really know, but I do think that there should be some sort of nice way. I think I've like a couple of things I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing like, I don't think it would ever happen, but a cameo from the good old Queen herself, knighting Daniel Craig and becoming and ending the movie as a Sir. I think that could be an interesting kind of thing they could maybe do there. There's always the rumours of him dying, which I think would actually be a good way to end his era, to be honest. So I think that is actually quite a decent reason where they could actually end his era. So there's a couple of kind of things what they could do, but I think they really need to just end the Craig era at a right high, as I say, a right spectacle. Good humour, good action, a great new villain, do something with Blofeld. Try and do the best that they can, you know, and if it fails, you know, oh well, that's that. I'm sure there won't be any Bond fans saying anything against that, but I'd like to know what you guys think. Comment down below, what would you like to see in Bond 25? I'd love to know, because I think the Bond community feels quite good. I was about to say it feels quite good right now. It really doesn't feel good right now. I thought it did, but things that came out, I was like, wow, you're not a fan. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Check my bio if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It's all there. It's basically just the Ginger Geek 2. I'm very inventive that way. So yes, over to the future. So until then, see you later, alligator in the wild crocodile.